Hello. Today I will be reading chapter 5 of Broken Minds. Um, First, I'm gonna show the animated music video that was the one for chapter 4, since I didn't get to show it last week. And then I will show the one for this chapter, and then actually read the chapter. So, yeah. Apologies if I fumble a little bit and have, technical difficulties during this stream, because this is the first time that I'm using a monitor while streaming. I'm connecting my laptop to a monitor because so that the resolution is better. Okay, let me look up the animated music video really fast. Or, no, actually, let me just go to my channel so that I can find it. This is taking me a moment because of bad internet. Sorry. Okay. Let me drag the window up here. I'm so sorry. There we go. Okay. Now full screen, and here we go. I'm also just gonna adjust the volume so that it's not, ear bleeding.
I can't break the cycle. I'm not just a fool.
By the way, if this ends up not having audio because I'm using the monitor, I'm really sorry. I'll just give the links to the 2 animated music videos I'm showing if that happens.
Falling down like dominoes in my family jewels. Pass it down from kid to kid. Shame will never end. Lest I decide to go to it. Will I see the end? Oh, don't you find it strange? Only thing we share is one last name. Did I beat you at your own game? Typical of me to put us all to shame. Welcome to the family jewels. Cold to diamonds, sold to fools. Welcome to the family jewels. Similar style, I can't keep his cool. I can't keep my cool. I can't keep my cool. Family said that I decided to live a loveless life. Is it my fault we stay divided? 'Cause I got too much pride. Pass the puzzle, wrap, unwrap, and open up the locks. I'll come flying all the secrets of family. stay. And when we're in the dark, it echoes in your heart. And when you're far away, it beckons me to stay. Welcome to the family jewels, cold to diamonds, soul to fools. Welcome to the family jewels, silver and sapphire can't keep us cool. Welcome to the family jewels, cold to diamonds, soul to fools. Welcome to the family jewels, silver and sapphire. I can't keep my cool. I can't keep my cool.
Okay, so yeah, that was the animated music video about the cat episode that I read last week. So if the events that took place in it seemed familiar, that is why this was the animated music video that was supposed to be the teaser for the chapter I read last week. So now let's move on to the animated music video that represents the episode or the chapter that we'll be reading this week. So this is events that have not really been talked about yet. Sorry, it's blurry. Okay, it's a little too blurry. I'm gonna close the video and see if it'll be better when I open it again. Yeah, no, it's not any better. We might just have to deal with this. I'm sorry. Like I've said before, I kind of allow a bit of unprofessionality because there are only a few people watching these as of right now, and it's like, with such a small community, I feel comfortable not being totally polished. The blur is so bad. I'm so sorry. I don't know why my internet is so bad. Okay, it's starting to look a lot better. Okay, so now we can finally get to reading the chapter. So let me switch scenes. Okay, there we go. I will pull up the chapter in a moment. Okay. Here it is. Okay. Broken Minds Chapter 5. Sugar's POV. Sugar was the girl you mostly saw in the animated music video I shared. Sugar's POV. I've been dating Jake for 2 years now. Our 2-year anniversary was 2 months ago, and he asked me to be his girlfriend in 7th grade when we had been friends for a few months. He was sad a lot, so I would always help him. He and my friend Naomi were the first people I met at school. They were my first friends in America. My parents and I are Russian. We moved here when I was 12, and my legal name is Anastasia, but Naomi has speech problems and couldn't pronounce my name. And since she knew that I love candies and desserts, she started calling me Sugar. So other people started calling me the nickname, and now it's my preference. Even though Jake and Naomi were my first friends, they aren't friends with each other because Naomi hates Jake. And it's honestly reasonable that she does. As I stated, I would help Jake when he was sad. It got to the point where it was my responsibility. He depended on me. I feel more like his therapist than his girlfriend because his poor mental health is my problem to fix. And I don't have time for myself. I just have this constant, huge, heavy weight on my chest all the time, and it makes it hard to breathe. At the same time, he gets mad at me easily and is mean to me. Those are his 2 moods. He depends on me completely, or he mistreats me, and I used to fall for all the guilt trips, but recently something in me snapped, and I can usually see right through them. I am miserable, and I'm unfortunately losing feelings for him. And I'm a bad person for staying with someone who I don't love, but I'm also a bad person if I leave him. He needs me. I guess I'm stuck with him. I'll just have to marry him eventually and feel this way for the rest of my life. There is no hope. Today is the 5th day of the school year. It's Friday, so I've gotten through the first week of 9th grade, but I missed the first 2 days of school because I was sick. And of course, Jake made me feel like I was a bad person for not being with him in person when I was sick. He disregarded the fact that I was ill and could spread the sickness to others, and that I myself wasn't feeling good enough to be here. That's always how he is. He's selfish. He's a selfish son of a bitch. I walk into class and sit with my friend Naomi. "Hey, Sugar, how are you?" she says. "I'm okay," I say. "I had another argument with Jake last night." "I keep telling you, you need to break up with him. He's hurting you." The teacher signals us to pay attention. I start recalling the argument with Jake I had. I hadn't thought about it since last night. He was angry at me because I told him I'm going to my aunt's apartment this weekend and that I won't really be able to talk because I'll be spending time with her and my cousin. He wants me to choose him over my own family. His excuse is that one day he'll marry me, so he'll be a part of my family. Unfortunately, at this rate, he might not be wrong about that. At lunch, Jake signals me to sit with him and his friends, but I hate his friends, and I don't want to be around him. I decide to pretend I didn't see him and go sit with Naomi, and I have a very peaceful time talking with Naomi. Then I look over at the table Skylar is sitting at. I remember 2 days ago I had a pleasant conversation with Skylar. For some reason yesterday they didn't really seem interested in talking to me anymore, but they seemed to be a nice person. "So, what was the argument you had with Jake last night?" Naomi asks me. I told him that I'm going to be at my aunt's apartment this weekend and that I'll be spending time with her and my cousins and won't really be able to talk to him that much. He wants you to prioritize him over your family, Naomi says with disgust. Yes, his excuse is that he'll marry me one day, so he will be my family. Please don't let that happen, sugar. I'm begging you. You have to leave him. He isn't going to change. You know that. It will never get better. Yes, I do know that. I still feel like I'm a bad person if I leave him, because I'm the only person who makes him feel supported. That isn't your responsibility. He needs to go to therapy. He refuses to go to therapy. I start to think about the argument Jake will have with me over this. He will be mad at me for sitting with Naomi instead of him. I turn and look at him for a second and see him glare at me. At home, I have dinner with my parents and then go to my room and sit at my desk. I look at my messages and see a lot from Jake. Why did you sit with her instead of me? Do you hate my friends? As my girlfriend, you should respect my friends. You know I need you to be happy. You let me be sad the whole time at lunch by not being there. I respond, her other friend wasn't at lunch today. I didn't want her to be lonely. Why couldn't you invite her to sit with us too? Jake doesn't really know that Naomi hates him, but does he think my sweet friend would want to sit with him and his smelly, loud, and annoying friends? Of course, I can't tell him that, so instead I just respond with, I just didn't think of that, I'm sorry. He responds with a few messages. Why didn't you think of it? Why don't you think of me as much as I think of you? I've really needed you lately, and it hurts that you don't need me as much as I need you. I'm sorry for bothering you and not sitting with me at lunch. I just feel better when you're around me. You're so sweet and I love you so much. I've been so unhappy these past few days. I feel irritated and ignore his messages for a few minutes. Then he sends me an image, and I finally look. It's a picture of his mother's prescription sleeping pills. Are you going to take those? I ask. I'm gonna overdose, he responds. Jake, don't do that. Don't hurt yourself, I respond. I may be losing feelings for him, but I don't want him to be seriously hurt. Trigger warning for this next part. There's about to be a suicide threat. I know that's a very upsetting topic, so if you don't want to hear about it, you have my permission to stop watching. Where was I? I lost myself. I lost where I was getting the trigger warning. Okay. I'm gonna kill myself, he responds. No, Jake, please don't. Jake? He doesn't respond. He continues to not respond for a while, and suddenly it doesn't matter that I'm losing feelings for him anymore. I just don't want him to die. He could be overdosed right now. He could be passed out. He could be dead. Suddenly, my phone dies, and I scramble looking for a charger in a panic. Where the hell is it? I want to cry, but I can't. I keep obsessively looking for a while. 1:35 a.m. I have finally found a charger. I see what time it is on the clock. I'm laying in bed, staring at my phone, and I start spamming him. He still hasn't responded. I'm anxious and thinking about all the positive memories with him. And although there aren't as many good memories as there are bad memories, the bad ones don't really matter right now. Whichever way I feel about him isn't my priority because I'm just terrified of him dying. I continue not being able to sleep, my entire body burning, hot, and sweaty. 3:20 a.m. The clock now says it's 3:20. I'm sitting at my desk again, exhausted and still burning and really worried. Then I get a notification on my phone. Finally, I immediately grab my phone and look at it. What I see fills me with rage. Hey, this is Jake's little sis. He's alive. He's lying to you. Oh, for fuck's sake. Fuck. I fucking scream. Hey, Haley. Thank you for letting me know. Could you please get Jake to his phone for me? I respond. Sure, she replies. I wait a minute, and when I see that he's typing, I immediately call him. Why the fuck did you do that to me? Why did you say you were killing yourself? Why are you yelling at me? He responds in a sad tone. Because you fucking lied to me. Tell me right now, why did you do that? I wanted to make sure you still care about me. I promise I'll never do it again. I hang up. How could he do this? There are people out there actually suffering who feel the need to kill themselves, and here he is saying he's gonna do it just to manipulate someone, and made me waste my time being worried. I so badly didn't want him to die, but as a matter of fact, I hope he dies. Not from killing himself, but from getting hit by a fucking car. I keep screaming and I stand up and take the clock off the wall and throw it on the floor. I grab a pair of boots from the corner of the room and slam them on the clock multiple times until it shatters. That's when my parents come in. Honey, are you all right? My mom says. Then I burst into tears, and without even making me explain what's wrong, my parents hug me. What do you want to do right now? What will make you feel better? My dad says. I want to sleep, I say without even really thinking about it. All right, you go make her some warm milk, my mom says to my dad. As Dad leaves and goes to the kitchen, my mom just keeps holding me while I cry. Maybe when I finally fall asleep when I'm dreaming, I won't dream about Jake, and so I'll finally be able to get away from him. Alright, that concludes this chapter. Sorry it was once again depressing. Yeah. Thank you so much for listening. The next chapter will actually not be as depressing, but it will be intense. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but the more fantasy parts of the story will start coming out. It'll be not as realistic, and more fantasy. So, yeah, I'm really excited to read the next chapter. It's gonna be a fun one. Thank you again for listening, and goodbye.